Respect. We've all heard of it. Maybe from that lecture your parents gave you when you were a kid. Or maybe that lecture from school. Or possibly even the Aretha Franklin song. Either way, we've all heard of respect. But do we truly know what respect is and how powerful it is? Hi everyone, I'm Hannah Jean Cavanelli, a grade 11 straight out of St. Mary's CSG, and also a junior Tuckies member. Today's topic is R.E.S.P.E.C.T, one of the most underrated superpowers there is. And for you grade 9s, it could be something you use in your advantage at school, at home, or anywhere in everyday life. To truly understand what respect is, we're going to take a look at a couple of questions. Number 1, what is respect really? Number 2, when do I apply respect? Is there ever a time I take a break? Where, in what environment am I going to find respect? How does respect influence people around me? And number 5, who do I respect? Where we talk about respecting for yourself, respecting others, and also respecting those in power. Sally and Tepo are two classmates running for class captains, and they're relying on the votes of their teachers and peers to get the job at the end of the day. We don't actually realize it, but respect plays a huge role in who gets voted for at the end of the day. Take a look at these scenarios in which we apply those respects, and let's see how it influences who gets voted for at the end of the day. Make your final vote. On the day of the vote, Sally arrives to school bright and early, but her uniform is creased and she has McFlurry stained on it from the day before. Tepo arrives a bit later, but his uniform is looking snazzy. He's got his uniform neatly tucked in, his shoes are shining, and even his tie is neatly knotted. We all know how hard that is. In class, while Ma'am is teaching a lesson, Sally spills the tea on what happened yesterday at the tuck shop to Mchlali sitting next to her. But Tepo's got his full attention on the board, even though he completely understands this section. Eventually, it's time for break, and the class splits into 2 groups to play a round of soccer. Sally has this in the bag. She's been practicing her soccer since lockdown started, and she was ready to shibby everybody on the field. It was no surprise that her team won, so Coach Mike went up to her and asked her how the match went. She immediately announced that she was the captain of the winning team. Okay. And that she scored 5 goals. Okay. And that she would nominate herself as MVP. Okay, Sally. Finally, it's the last period. It's time to set your vote. Who are we voting for? Of course, I've over-exaggerated these characters, but it's vital to see how the small actions play a huge role on how we respect those characters. Let's jump back to those questions. The first question, what is respect? Respect is treating others the way you want to be treated. It's the way you present yourself and also how you treat others. That doesn't mean if I give you a candy bar, I expect one in return. If that was the case, I'm in love with 5-star. But respect is how countries are able to function as a fully functioning team, how the president can set out a whole bunch of instructions, and how the country follows them. That is respect. Respect can be seen in any scenario. Your goal for the week? Try to identify 5 examples where you can see respect in your life present. Next is the who. There are 3 groups of people that are influenced by the respect. The first group is yourself. You may be asking, Hannah, how is that even possible? But the truth is, the respect for yourself can be the reason why people choose to or choose not to associate themselves with you. 9 times out of 10, the people who pay close attention to the way they present themselves are the ones who are respected the most by their peers. Keep that in mind. The second group of people that is respected is the people who respect those in power. The second group of people that are respected are the people who respect you. When we think about a business, we usually think about a fully functioning team that operate as a single company. The manager usually sets out a set of instructions. The employees carry them out. But why doesn't the employees just finish their work and run off to the restaurant next door? It's because of respect. Employees have enough respect for the manager to carry out all the instructions and work as a fully functioning team. If we think about the scenario with Sally, instead of crediting her whole soccer team for winning the match, she took all the credit. What effect do you think that had on her team? How do you think their respect for her changed in that scenario? Think about presidents and world leaders. Once they set out a whole bunch of rules for the country to follow, the country usually carries it out and works as a fully functioning team. And remember, people reflect that same respect that you have for other people back onto you. So next time you have a conversation with your friends in class, remember that other people see that, and that influences the way they respect you. Next is where, in what environment will I find respect? Look around you. Almost everybody shares respect from anything from respecting the environment to respect in a school setting to respect in a business setting. Your goal for today is to identify just 5 examples of where you can see respect in your life. Try not to list the examples I've already listed and try to be out the box. There are so many examples out there. When is respect necessary? When leadership season comes about, you may notice that some potential leaders act a bit nicer than they've been acting throughout the year. But the ones who are picked at the end are the ones who have shown that continuous respect throughout the course of the year. As mentioned before, respect is part of our daily lives. If we think about the who we respect, we know that you can't really escape from it. So try to make respect a daily practice in your life. Surprisingly, it won't be too challenging. And lastly, how does respect influence the people around you? You may notice after implementing respect as part of your daily lifestyle that your relationships with people may change. Are teachers asking you to help out with a bit more projects? Are group projects being done more efficiently? Do your peers want to vote you class captain? Give it a try, and once you do, go check out our next video where we'll be discussing some more on respect and a bit more on a competition that we're holding where you can win some really cool prizes. I'll see you there, but until then, I'm Hannah Kivanelli and I'm signing off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye.